Tall task, no question about it. But these two teams, Miami plays very, very fierce, good defensive team. And Notre Dame, one of the best offenses in the conference, averaging 85.5 points per game. And they control the tip, and Olivia Miles with the ball. Miles averaging 7.5 assists per game. One of the best in the country, best in the ACC. Nice move underneath from Kylie Watson. Can't get it to go, and here comes Miami. Take a look at their starting five. It has been a solid, congruent group all year long. Haley Cavender with the ball right now. One of the transfers coming in from Fresno State gets it down underneath, and the first basket falls in for Lola Pendande, the 6'4 senior from Spain.
That's a really good sign for Miami. Pendande was struggling a little bit, had a nose issue, but she's in there. She's ready to go. Miami does. They need every one of their post players to show up tonight to deal with Notre Dame's size all around.
So right now you're seeing Jalea Williams guarding Olivia Miles. Miles fading away. What a tough shot. That's what she provides, averaging over 15 points per game.
My goodness, Sam, we're already off to a hot start with Olivia Miles and her highlights. When these two played last year in Greensboro, Jalea Williams really did the majority of the guarding on Olivia Miles. So she's prepared to do that. She did it last year, and Olivia Miles actually struggled when these two played in Greensboro back in March. So keep an eye on that.
Here is Cavender dribbling through traffic, had it blocked on the way up, able to get it back out. Shot clock winding down. That shot is short. There's Destiny Harden with the follow. A graduate leader for this team, leading the way, averaging 12.5 per game.
Destiny Harden has been on a tear in these last two games for Miami. She had 20 points against Florida State, 18 versus Florida.
A couple of East Coast kids as well. Sonia Citron out of Eastchester, New York. Miles out of New Jersey. That shot is off, and there's Miles with the rebound. That's something she also does, averaging over 8 rebounds per game. I dare you to find something that Olivia Miles does not do. Top of the key, Westbeld for 3. Talk about career games. Maddie Westbeld, 23 points to lead the way. Last time out against Western Michigan for Notre Dame. There's Miles once again crashing the boards. Leading the break, finds a wide open. Yeah, Miles committed to Notre Dame on Neil Ivy's second day on the job. I mean, that's a pretty good way to start your tenure. Lola Pendande's shot off to the left, and Miles reels it in. Olivia Miles already with like 4 rebounds in the game, Kelly.
And Olivia Miles most of the time is getting those rebounds, as you've mentioned, and starting the break. So that's been an issue so far for the Canes.
Slow start for Miami. 2 for 8 from the floor.
That Miles-Westbeld connection has been working so far. Maddie Westbeld already has 9 points on 4 for 4 shooting. And Olivia Miles has 4 of Notre Dame's 5 assists.
You see the numbers for Olivia Miles, the only player in the entire country averaging over 15 points, over 8 rebounds, and over 5 assists. And she can do that coming off one of the best freshman seasons in a long time. Sonia Citron gets the steal, working on Harden, gets the foul.
Still able to adjust and get that shot off without traveling.
7 boards a game. And
you're relying a lot on your bigs. When you have Citron at 6'1" and Olivia Miles at 5'10", they can help you so much rebounding the ball.
Strong drive there from Lashae Dwyer. We talked about it at the top of the show. Coming off a career-high 23 points against Florida State. Miles skips one across. Nice look. Excellent find. And the basket is there for KK Bransford, freshman guard from Cincinnati.
Sam, so first play where we really see Dwyer trying to guard Miles. I'm going to say this nicely. Miles cooked her. She just cooked her using that ball screen and passing the rock like she does. Sam, you say your prayers before the night before, okay? And you just hope that maybe you can get her in foul trouble in this game back in Greensboro that we've been referencing.
Been a tough start for Miami from the floor, Kelly. 4 for 15, shooting 26%. Here's Cavender trying to get her going.
As I mentioned earlier, you have to make shots to slow down Notre Dame because then they can't get out in transition. So that was a big make right there for Cavender.
Cavender gets the high ball screen, drives into the paint, fades.
That's something Miami has to do. Those second chance points, Sam, if you're going to let Notre Dame speed you up, which has already been an issue for Miami, when you do get in the half court.
For this Notre Dame team, there's some good defense there. Ball gets out to Olivia Miles, though. Shot clock down to 5. Miles gets it out there. A Mabry long 3. Off the back iron, the whistle.
Get themselves in these situations where they're playing half-court defense on the Irish.
45 to play here in this first quarter. Notre Dame leading at 21-11. Eruvets thought about it. In the paint, and a nice put up there for Jasmine Roberts. Miles gets it back. Excellent pass. Citron can't hit the 3. I'm with you, KG, and I also thought it was really cool that Neil Ivey talks a lot about the respect she has for Coach Katie Meyer for a lot of reasons, but one of which was because Katie Meyer continually reaches out and did reach out in her first season during that COVID year, kind of giving her some words of encouragement. And I always thought that was really cool hearing both of the coaches talk about that. It's a good start for Miami here to start the second quarter. Haley Cavender now with 5 points, hitting her first 3. Lauren Ebo underneath doesn't get the roll. Lashae Dwyer pushing it all the way, gets fouled on the drive. So what was the message from Katie Meyer there at the first break, Kelly?
In the second part of that first quarter, kind of the last 4 minutes, they looked a lot calmer. They took better shots. But also to be aware of, look, Notre Dame's now playing some zone. Here are our zone sets. That's something that she probably would have gone over in that huddle. Here's 1 or 2 zone sets I really want us running to be prepared for that Notre Dame zone here in the second quarter.
It was an 8-point game at the first break. It is now a 4-point game, but Lauren Ebo underneath extends it to 6. The grad transfer from Texas has been a huge piece off the bench for them. Leading scorer off the bench.
She has been one of the most impactful transfers in the country, and it's been kind of surprising, but she's been great. She's brought some grit, some toughness, and some size inside what Notre Dame needed after losing Maya Dodson last year.
Poked away from behind, back the other way.
I'd love to see, I'm not sure if we have, there we go, other angles of that, but
ooh,
there was some body, but there was a lot of ball. There was a lot of ball there.
The last time these two met, she got in early foul trouble.
Notre Dame gets off to the kind of start they did in the first quarter against almost any non-conference opponent. The game's effectively over. They're just going to keep doing what they want to do and run away with it. Miami's not going away.
Notre Dame has won 4 in a row. Coast to coast in the basket, good for Jasmine Roberts, who's got a team leading 6 points. She's brought Miami back within 4. Ball inside, Ebo powers her way up.
Ebo, with her size, she should not be able to move that quickly with her first step. It's just very rare.
You want to talk about impact, too. In the Irish's 2 biggest wins this season, you talk UConn and Virginia Tech. Lauren Ebo scored 12 points and 15 points, respectively, in those 2 games, and was a huge part in winning those 2 games. There's a travel on the drive.
And Sam, I would say her impact was, yes, she scored, and that was huge, but her impact was really felt on the defensive end. What she did versus Liz Kitley and what she did against Aaliyah Edwards for UConn, bringing that toughness, bringing that size. She's a great complement to Watson, who generally starts at the 5 for them. Watson doesn't have as much size as Ebo, can score it as well, but you have 2 different types of players that you have to prepare for if you're a post player trying to score on Notre Dame.
Miles with 7 to shoot. Whips one all the way across to Citron. And Citron gets fouled on the drive. Count the bucket.
She's a very understated type of personality. She doesn't really want much credit. She just goes about her business. She's going to give you 15 and 7 and just move on. But, Sam, she did receive votes when we all voted on the top 25 players in the country. some of the ESPN panel, Citron was the other Notre Dame player receiving votes, and I do think people are starting to understand what she means to this team.
Carla Ariavets gets in the scoring column, her first basket of the game.
Have played so far, Miles deserves that ranking, or sorry, a commentator and player like Lobo who really knows what she's talking about with post players. And the one knock on Kitley, she does everything. She's an exceptional talent. The one knock is at times in the biggest games that Virginia Tech has played, she hasn't showed up as much.
And right when she stepped on the court, you saw a couple of turnovers, but you saw the magic that was there with Olivia Miles. There's a lob pass into the post. Looking for Citron was Westbeld. Mabry on a broken play, cashes in the three. Cavender thought about it. Ariavets drives baseline, loops one underneath, and there's Spearman to put it up and in. Nice play for the U.
Ariavets is known for her passing ability and for her ability to take care of the basketball. She only has 2 combined turnovers in Miami's last 3 games. That's a veteran move and just a great pass from Ariavets.
Citron, nice catch and nice finish. That's a tough. Certainly worth noting that this Miami team started slow last year as well, and they finished 8-2 against ACC opponents before making it to the NCAA tournament.
Great rebound by Spearman, the freshman out of Georgia at 6'4". She had a double-double in the Florida game. They need a little more from her, and they're going to need her size throughout this game.
Also one of the better offensive rebounding teams in the entire conference. 16 O-boards a game for Miami. They already got 4 here in this one. Notre Dame has 0. Miles on the drive and the finish.
Miles looking for a little and
back the other way. Doesn't have numbers, and Dwyer will pull it out. Of a complete breakdown reaction from coaches, players. Nobody covers the ACC like we do. Well, Kelly, Dabo Sweeney has gotten the Tigers to kind of a point where 11 wins is like disappointing.
It's always good to be in the Orange Bowl as a football program. I think you know which way I'm leaning in this Orange Bowl.
That'll be fun to watch tomorrow. Olivia Miles gets to the free throw line. 9 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists in the game.
Settled for less long jumpers and really settled for less threes overall.
Ariavets with the left-handed floater. That's no good. Offensive rebound there for Oldiker.
And Miami doing a great job on the glass against this Notre Dame team that has out-rebounded other teams all year. Miami's +2 in that rebounding margin right now in the second half.
Coming off the best statistical season of her career last year at Texas. Misses both. 35 to play. Lashae Dwyer can't finish at the rim.
Dwyer has to use her left hand there, Sam. She still tried to use her right and was unable to get a good angle. You've got to be able to put that up with the left.
It's about 4-second difference. Mabry open for 3. Yes! Dara Mabry cashes in her second, and a huge shot. Does Miami have an answer? Winding down, Ariavets had it blocked. Big shot to get Destiny Harden going. Had just 3 points in the first half. Citron on the drive. The right hand no good. Westbeld brings in the rebound. First offensive rebound of this second half. Ariavets up ahead to Cavender. Cavender, extra pass, the foul and the basket. Destiny Harden.
She's averaging 19 points, and both of those games were against rivals in Florida and Florida State. So can Destiny Harden continue?
Scored the last 15 points of that game against Louisville. That was incredible to watch. Here's Mabry. Short jumper, no good. Offensive rebound. Evo gets a second chance at it. Third chance.
So I believe they called this a shooting foul on that third attempt, which honestly may have been the play with the least contact, Sam, of the three. I think, okay, they called it on the floor. That's what I was wondering about, too. They called that on the floor.
Maddie Westbeld connects on the jumper there. 11 points for Westbeld to lead the way. Remember, she's coming off a 23-point performance against Western Michigan a week and a half ago. Pendande underneath. Had a good start to the game. Was a little bit quiet in the second quarter.
Great steal by Pendande. If you can pull Ebo away from the basket, get her up on your left side, and then get the lob, corral that ball and not let that become a turnover.
I got to imagine, Kelly, as a shooter yourself, playing with a player like Olivia Miles has to be really exciting. Last season, this was a tough offense. Had struggles scoring the basketball, 61 points a game. This season, 78 points a game. That's a plus 17 scoring improvement. Again, still early in the year this year, but without Micaiah and Kelsey Marshall from last year. Bringing in the Cavender twins from Fresno State. Haley has provided some offense, and the emergence of Lashae Dwyer as well. Harden with a pull-up J.
She was looking to score right from the jump. She has one of the best pull-up jumpers in the ACC. She's running the floor. One thing that they have to learn as they get older is patience inside. They want to try to go score so quickly. You've got to be able to dribble once or twice and make your move and have some patience.
Ariavet's left wide open there from about 6 feet from the basket. There's Olivia Miles. Talked about it at the half. Triple-double watch. 12 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists.
Speaking of McDonald's All-Americans, that's another McDonald's All-American. Both Oldacre and Bransford were on that team coming out of the 2022 class.
Bransford leading the break for Notre Dame. 51-44, 3 left. Here in this third quarter, a nice little give and go. Bransford gets fouled.
Between her and Ebo was excellent to make that happen.
With Destiny Harden leading the way for Miami here in this second half so far. Bransford off the mark. Goes 0 for 2 at the free throw line.
Sam.
Yeah.
That's huge to have Destiny Harden on the bench. She was such a spark for this team in the third quarter, did everything for them. How does Miami respond?
See if Cavender can get going a little bit. Cavender had just 5 points in the first half. That's her first basket of the second.
A little shake and bake for Cavender.
There's Lashae Dwyer now. Little hezzy. Runs into Miles. No foul. The bench for Miami is on their feet. It is a 3-point basketball game.
The bench has to stay on the bench, Sam. They're going to get some sort of technical foul with how excited they are. Love seeing the bench react like that for their teammate.
And the steal, the foul in the basket. It is a 1-point ball game and a chance to tie it up for Lashae Dwyer.
Can't ask for a better possession if you're Miami and Lashae Dwyer. Both teams need to settle down a little bit here. Miami very hyped up right now. And, of course, Notre Dame struggling.
How about it? Couple of turnovers. Olivia Miles had 8 steals in the game against Florida. But 18 points off of Notre Dame's 16 turnovers for Miami. Here's Olivia Miles in the corner trying to break free, but Dwyer is right on her. Inside to Ebo. Extra pass, Westbeld. Nice find by Ebo to end that 9-0 run. Just for reference, Notre Dame averages 15 a game. Shot for Dwyer, gets her own rebound. How about the hustle? Kicks it out. And the 3, no good.
Now, Florida State's very good. They're a great offensive team, but that was too many for head coach Katie Meyer. And the emphasis on defense in practice the last couple of days is showing right now. Sam, it feels like it's been that kind of second half for Notre Dame. I think they're playing tight. That pass inside to Ebo, she's got a point-blank look at the rim, and she leaves it short.
Cavender and Miles bump together. Pendande baseline jumper too strong. And Roberts on the weak side puts a shot up. Miles, nice find to Ebo. You got a feeling, Kelly, maybe it was just a couple-minute breather that Olivia Miles needed on the bench just to kind of reset a little bit.
Still a very young player. She's only a sophomore. And sometimes when the game is going too fast or she's made a mistake or two, it's smart to sit her down, let her see the game from the bench.
Ariavets pushes coast to coast. Miles holding it on the wing. Ebo, free throw line. Yes.
They were laying off Ebo. They were staying inside, almost daring Ebo to make that jumper, and she knocks it down.
Ebo now in double figures. She's got 11 points. 4 different players for Notre Dame with 10 or more. Cavender, nice crossover. Gets fouled. The 1999-2000 season. Cavender at the free throw line with 2, trying to tie this game back up.
And Miami's last win over a ranked team was over Notre Dame back in the 2022 ACC tournament. So they're familiar with this situation.
It's now the 7th time that this game has been tied. A huge third quarter effort from Miami, outscoring Notre Dame by 10 to bring them back in this game. There's Maddie Westbeld underneath to put Notre Dame back up 2.
Notre Dame continues to try to exploit that size advantage inside. When Miami has in this 4-guard lineup, they're going to try to go to Westbeld every time.
Jasmine Roberts, who's had a nice game defensively, hands it off to Dwyer. Dwyer cuts down the lane. A lot of contact, no whistle. Westbeld brings in the rebound. Quickly up to Miles.
Good job by Miles
slowing it up
the
there,
ball
Kelly.
out there. Yep, exactly, Sam. No need to rush and force something.
Watson pops one underneath. Taken away by Dwyer. Quick hands underneath. Looking to push. Lashae Dwyer dumps it off. Nice pass and a foul.
That is very close. They can't go back and review that.
70% free throw shooter on the year.
And such a veteran. She knows she has those 4 fouls, but she's guarding Westbeld. Notre Dame is going to have to try to get the ball to Westbeld and see if they can get that foul on Harden.
Westbeld turnaround jumper, no good. Gets her own rebound. Able to find a cutting Kylie Watson. But take a look at this play, Kelly, with Westbeld getting her own rebound, falling out of bounds, and now finds Kylie Watson.
It's such a heads-up play. She didn't panic, and she made something out of nothing.
Cavender falling away there. Offensive rebound, jump ball.
They need a confident, aggressive Westbeld, and that's what you've seen tonight.
Miles, hesitation. No foul, Pendande, good defense. Cavender does not have numbers. Kicks it back to Ariavets, gets it back. How about the passing there for the U, finding Pendande underneath.
Miami being patient, not forcing anything. Pendande sprints the floor, says, I'm open. Give me the rock.
At the half-court line, Citron able to, that was close.
It felt like Citron's body was on one side of the line and the ball was on the other. That was very close.
Citron, baseline drive, off the glass and in. Sonia Citron with 13 points in the game.
That's the second time they've tried to run Citron off the three-point line, and she's made him pay with a layup.
That would have been a huge shot for Destiny Harden. It's tough. She's been on the bench with those 4 fouls. Trying to make a big shot now with a minute plus to play. Miles in no rush here. Notre Dame will inbound the ball to Miles. Lashae Dwyer is guarding her. Citron hands it off to Mabry. Mabry puts up a wild shot off the mark. Harden brings in the rebound, and Miami has the basketball, down 3 with 40 seconds to play. Ariavets for 3. Off the mark, out of bounds. And it will stay with Miami.
It's times like these when I'm really glad I'm not an official, because this is so hard to determine. And that's what the officials are trying to determine.
It's going to be Notre Dame basketball.
That's what you want to see from your team. But Miami needs Harden to stay on the floor and not pick up that 5th foul.
And it's knocked away. Miami has the ball. Destiny Harden with it.
What a play.
And
what
Katie Meyer gets a timeout in.
Harden.
Miami down 3 with the ball. 5-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Ball inbounded to Pendande. Cavender.
They ran the
7
fade
to
for her,
shoot.
but she couldn't get it off.
Harden has to get a shot off. And does. Misses to the right. Dwyer with the rebound. And I think Katie Meyer got the final timeout in.
If you don't feel like Cavender can get her shot off, I would try to get the ball in Destiny Harden's hands and let her elevate for a 3.
All right, let's see what the Canes drew up there in the timeout. Area vets with the inbounds. Harden coming off a screen, gets the shot off the back iron, just too strong.
Sam. They got the look, the way Harden can elevate from beyond the arc, but what a game between two teams that I think will both be in the NCAA tournament. And again, a good look. Harden's able to elevate over Citron, unlike Cavender, but just doesn't fall. Notre Dame escapes on the road, Sam. What a basketball game.